One of the things that all of us have been told right from our education system as young children is that chemicals are essential for agriculture. How is it possible to do farming without chemicals? Can a farmer even grow food without chemicals? Is it at all possible? To look at the history of how this whole chemicals came into food, it is not very old. Just as recently as 100 years, more than 100, just 100 years ago, there were no chemicals in the food. All food that was grown was by default organic. This entire big change happened with World War II, and at the point where so many of these chemical factories which became defunct after the World War, the chemical factories that were producing chemical weapons became defunct after the World War, they had to find a use for it. And this brilliant idea that somebody came up with, convert them into factories that produce chemicals for agriculture. Let's wage a war against pests. And that's how it all started. In other words, for thousands and thousands of years, agriculture has been happening and happening well without use of any of these chemicals. And there are such remarkable techniques, technologies, processes, knowledge that has been carried forward from generation to generation on how to manage, grow food, have high yield, how to manage pests, etc., etc., just by using everything that is just naturally found in nature. And the unfortunate thing today is that with this whole advent of chemical farming, today we are on the threshold of almost completely having wiped out this huge body of knowledge which our farmers, our forefathers of farmers have been passing on from generation to generation. So today, if you actually look at organic farming, there are, so many techniques that so many of these gurus of organic farming have been developing. There are techniques that we can call permaculture, natural farming, so many techniques where it can be very, very clearly shown that you can get phenomenal yields of food or crops without the use of chemicals at all. This is very, very well documented, and this is a possibility today. But unfortunately, when when a farmer is trying to approach and say that, okay, should I switch to organic farming? What is he faced with? He is faced with the very real threat that for a certain initial period of time, there will be a drop in the yield, because now suddenly the soil is already depleted. It's depleted of all life, all natural microorganisms. The entire food chain is completely destroyed. And till that time, till that whole life in the soil and life in the air and the environment around builds up, there is a lag and there will be a drop in yield. And this drop in yield has been exaggerated so much to the extent that farmers are made to believe that if you switch to organic farming, for the next 3 to 4 years, you are going to have very, very poor yield. It may increase beyond that, but 3 to 4 years, there will be very poor yield. What does the farmer do? For him, it is a real threat. For him, it is a matter of survival. If the next crop he does not make adequate money, he is anyway going to be, he is already on the threshold of, not just poverty, abject poverty. It will get even worse. So what's the choice for him? He will just say, why should I take this risk? Okay. It's interesting to note that there are farmers, if you go to the farmers, there are many farmers who grow food separately for themselves and their family. The food that they sell in the outside market with chemicals is not the food that they will eat. So the farmers are very, very aware. It's just that they don't have a choice. That is on one side. But the real fact is that there are today techniques of farming available where this drop in yield need not be for such a prolonged time. Maybe one crop, there is an impact, but it is possible to recover the crop, in a much shorter period of time. That is one. Second is, there are techniques of farming where you do not do a single crop, trying to do organic farming the chemical farming way by just merely replacing the chemical inputs with the organic inputs is not something that will work well. There are other techniques. there is this whole thing about crop rotation. There are these techniques related to multi-tier, multi-cropping. That means in the same farm, there are multiple crops that are grown, and there is one tall crop, shorter crop, shorter crop. So there are, it's not just one crop that is giving the income for the farmer, it is multiple crops. These are all techniques that have been traditionally there. Many of them have been lost. Some of them are being revived. So to answer this question of whether organic farming is at all possible, the unequivocal answer is yes. It's just that the powers that be or the vested interests do not want us to know about it, and that is the fact.